Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Daniel Gibson and today we are talking comic book movies once again. Actually, I think the first time on this channel that we've done that, and that is Age of Ultron, the second in the Avengers franchise and the newest installment in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, if you're not a fan of Marvel, I don't know what gets you excited, but Marvel has this massive universe. We know there's been so many movies, starting with Iron Man and the Hulk and all these things, and now we've come all the way full circle off the second Avengers after all that's happened, like Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and we're left in this world in which is devastated, and that's really where it's where the world picks up. Basically, the story picks up with is that the world is kind of in a state of just suspended chaos for a temporary time. They don't know really what's going to be next. They don't know what's happened. All they know is that the next big thing is coming. Now, the movie kind of picks on the whole thing here, which is that Tony Stark he wants to protect the world past what the Avengers can do from the big thing that's coming that they don't even know about yet. And so he creates this thing called Ultron. Now, Ultron goes out of control because he sees the problem not being what's coming, but the thing that's here on Earth, which is us, the humans, and he wants to destroy us. So that's where the whole story picks up. It's really cool in this movie because we pick up with the Avengers in like full sync. Like they've been rolling together, chasing Loki's spear, a bunch of stuff, and they are just hitting it. It is so cool from the get-go. To see this team that we saw in Avengers 1 together, but they were kind of rusty, for lack of a better term. It's in the state after S.H.I.E.L.D. has been destroyed, and Captain America, Winter Soldier, and all this stuff. So it's a whole new world, but yet we see this team who is just clicking all the way together. But then we see what was kind of probably one of the best parts of the movie is that they take Ultron, and what he does is he makes cracks in the Avengers. He shows this team that is salute and strong, really has a lot of separations, and he plays on that. That's probably the coolest part. What I really liked about this movie was it kind of didn't stay away from the dark side. Now, we saw that with like Daredevil and different movies like that, or well, that was a TV series, but not that it went to overly dark places, but we'll get to that a little more in the parental guide. But as we looked at it, he takes this whole realm and everything and he compacts it, and this whole thing that's going on is just neat and it's cool. But yet you still get this whole real life story, this dark tone that humans must come to grips with. And I think that's cool, and Ultron kind of plays on that a lot, and it's a really cool mesh between them. But as we watch the movie, it's exciting. It's everything you expect from Avengers that they're going through. But really where this movie, where I defaulted at, comes down to, I don't know that Marvel can live up to its own hype. Not least when it comes to me. It's not that this movie's not a great movie. I think I need to see it again to really enjoy it a lot more than I did. Not say I didn't enjoy this movie. Not say you're not going to enjoy this movie. It's a fantastic movie. It's definitely worth the see. But we know about these superheroes from comic books and other things. Not that I was a huge comic book reader, but I know about the story behind it, as many of you probably do, and you've learned and read online, Wikipedia, and what else. But this movie's so big, and this universe is so big, and our thoughts about this movie are so big that it's sometimes hard to reach it. So I would go in with a very realistic expectation of getting a very good movie, but understand it's going to be what it's going to be, not exactly what we have in our brains here. And I think that's the toughest part for Marvel to deal with and us to deal with too. Fantastic movie though. On the parental guide side, I only have a few complaints. There's a little bit of language in the movie. Now, it's not horrible, and actually there's a kind of funny play on that with Captain America, but there's definitely language in there. It's not as like hidden and like put under like some movies do. I'm sorry, it's a little bit more out there, and when it happens, you notice it. The sexual side, there's not a whole lot. It's a pretty clean movie. There's like one kiss in the movie. It's not a big point, which is another thing I really like about Marvel, is that they kind of push everything they onto the story. They don't necessarily need to rely on this love story or anything else. It's all about the story and what's going on. The only other knock on this movie is that there's this point in which the Scarlet Witch does something to all the Avengers, and they have like these dreams, and they get a little bit frightening. So for young children, you might want to prepare them for that or something, because it can be a little overloading, basically. And I think it was a little bit frightening, a little intense at times for especially a younger audience, which is a lot of who's going to be going to this movie. So biggest things to watch out there. But this movie, by and large, one of the best movies yet in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It probably takes a comfortable number 2 in my book, right behind Captain America: Winter Soldier. But it's very good. Definitely worth the see. Definitely a go out to theaters and watch it movie. You got an IMAX, go to IMAX, whatever else, because it's a big, boom, explosions, awesome movie with a good story too. All in all, it's going to get a 7.3 5 on our scale. It is fantastic. It's great. I'm totally on board with it. I love this movie, and I definitely recommend to go see. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite superhero movie is, though. Do you like Marvel's whole cinematic universe? Is Iron Man your favorite, Captain America, or are you a DC fanboy who loves the newest Superman movie or the Batman Dark Knight trilogy? Let me know in the comments down below. I want to know. Also, if you'd like to see me do a spoiler cast talking about my kind of deeper thoughts on the movie that we can't talk about in this review because we don't want to spoil it for you before you go, let me know also in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you tune in to 99.5 Hit FM here in Springfield if you're here, because tomorrow I'll be on there talking about this movie and other movies out right now. So thank you guys so much for watching. God bless. I'll see you next video.